Have you ever been amazed by those 3D images that seem to float in space? Like the ones you see in science fiction movies, or even on your credit card? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of holography, a technology that's not just for movies but is changing how we visualize and interact with objects in 3 dimensions. If you've ever been curious about how holograms work, this video will break it all down for you. By the way, if you're interested in learning more, you can find the link to our website, clonecast.com. Check out the description below for more details. What is a hologram? So what exactly is a hologram? In simple words, a hologram is a 3D image. It's created using a special process called holography. Now think about a regular photo. It shows you a flat, two-dimensional image of something. A hologram, on the other hand, shows you the object in 3D. Imagine a picture that isn't just flat. Instead, it looks like the object is floating in front of you, and you can walk around it to see it from different angles, just like you would in real life. For example, if you look at a hologram of a car, you can walk around it and see the front, back, and sides of the car. In a normal photo, you can only see the part that is in the picture, but with a hologram, you get a full 3D view. Holograms are not just images that look 3D, they are actual 3D representations. It's almost like having a mini version of the object floating in space, and the image changes as you move around it. This makes it different from a normal photograph, which only shows a flat, single perspective of an object. Why is this important for holograms? The reason this is so cool is that, with regular photographs or videos, we only capture the light that comes directly from the object. But with holography, we record how the light behaves after it hits the object. By capturing this complex pattern of light, we can recreate the object in 3D, just like it would look in real life. For example, think of a 3D model of a statue. If you walk around it, you can see all sides, front, back, top, and bottom. A hologram works the same way. It records all the light waves bouncing off the object from every angle. So when you view it, you get the full 3D experience, the basics of light and wavefronts. To fully understand holography, we need to get familiar with wavefronts. Light travels in waves, and when it reflects off an object, it creates a unique pattern of waves. These wavefronts contain all the information about the object's shape, size, and texture. In other words, the pattern of light waves tells us everything we need to know about that object in 3D, the traditional holography process. So, how do we capture these wavefronts? That's where the magic of traditional holography comes in. In the process of creating a hologram, a laser beam is split into 2 beams, the object beam and the reference beam. The object beam is directed at the object we want to capture. As it hits the object, the light bounces off, carrying with it the detailed wavefronts that contain all the 3D information about the object. Meanwhile, the reference beam travels directly to a special holographic plate, a surface that can record light waves. When the object beam and reference beam meet, they create an interference pattern on the plate. This pattern isn't a simple photograph, but a coded record of the wavefronts that originated from the object. It's this interference pattern that allows us to later reconstruct the 3D image. How does the hologram get reconstructed? Now for the exciting part, how do we turn that interference pattern into a 3D image? To reconstruct the hologram, we shine a reconstruction beam through the holographic plate. The light interacts with the interference pattern, bending and spreading out in a way that reconstructs the original wavefronts. This is what creates the illusion of a 3D image floating in space. As you move around the hologram, you'll see different perspectives, just like you would if you were looking at the real object. This ability to view an object from multiple angles is what makes holography so powerful and different from standard photographs. The science behind the 3D effect. One key element that makes holograms so special is something called parallax. This means that as you change your viewing angle, objects that are closer to you in the hologram appear to move more than objects that are further away. This is similar to how objects look in the real world. Something closer to you will shift more in your view as you move around. Computer-Generated Holography, CGH. Now let's talk about Computer-Generated Holography, or CGH. Unlike traditional holography, which requires recording light waves from real objects, CGH uses computers to digitally generate holograms. Using algorithms and powerful computing, scientists and artists can create precise interference patterns that simulate a 3D object. CGH opens up amazing possibilities. For example, we can create holograms of objects that don't even exist in the real world. Think about it. Instead of capturing the light waves from a physical object, we're mathematically creating the wavefronts we want to see. This is a game changer for fields like entertainment, design, and scientific visualization. By the way, if you want to learn more, you can find the link to our website at clonecast.com in the description below. The role of Denis Gabor in holography. It's essential to recognize the work of Denis Gabor, the physicist who invented holography in the late 1940s. While working to improve electron microscope resolution, he developed the fundamental principles of holography. His groundbreaking work earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1971. Without Gabor's invention, we wouldn't have the vibrant world of holography that we enjoy today. Key takeaways. Let's quickly recap the key points from today's video. Holograms are 3D images created by recording and reconstructing light wavefronts. Holography captures both the amplitude, brightness, and phase, position of the wave crests and troughs of light waves. In traditional holography, a laser beam is split into two beams, and their interference creates the holographic pattern. This pattern is recorded on a holographic plate, and by shining a reconstruction beam through the plate, we can recreate the 3D image. Computer-generated holography allows us to digitally generate holograms, opening up endless possibilities for creative and scientific use. Denis Gabor's invention of holography revolutionized how we create and view 3D images, the future of holography. As holography continues to evolve, it's beginning to transform fields like medicine, education, communication, and entertainment. This technology is no longer just a sci-fi concept, and its real-world applications are rapidly expanding. In medical imaging, holography could allow doctors to examine 3D models of organs and tissues, leading to more precise diagnoses and surgeries. Surgeons might use holograms during operations to get a clearer view of internal structures, improving outcomes and reducing complications. Immersive education is another area where holography will make a major impact. Students could explore historical events, view 3D biological models, or even interact with virtual environments, making learning more interactive and engaging than ever before. In communication, holography could replace traditional video calls, allowing people to appear as 3D holograms in meetings or at events. This would make remote work and social interactions more lifelike, bridging the gap between in-person and virtual experiences. Holography could also improve secure identification. With 3D holographic security features, IDs, passports, and licenses would be much harder to fake, offering a higher level of protection against identity theft and fraud. Additionally, holography could have a huge impact on entertainment and gaming. Imagine playing a video game where the characters and environments are rendered as 3D holograms, creating an incredibly immersive experience. The possibilities in movies, concerts, and live events are just as vast. Audiences could enjoy live performances or watch their favorite characters come to life right in front of them, creating experiences that were once considered impossible. The applications of holography don't end there. Industries like architecture, design, and advertising could also benefit from this technology. Architects could use holograms to visualize building designs in 3D before construction even begins, while advertisers might use holograms to create eye-catching displays and interactive billboards. The entertainment and art industries could also use holography to produce new forms of interactive art that blend the digital and physical worlds. As holography continues to advance, its potential is vast. From healthcare and education to entertainment and security, it's exciting to think about how this technology will shape our future. That wraps up our exploration of holography. What do you think about the future of holograms? What applications excite you the most? Drop a comment below to share your thoughts. By the way, if you want to learn more, you can find the link to our website at clonecast.com in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more tech explainers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.